This is Dwayne, Clark's Kentucky Knives, and we're getting ready to do a drive around Danville to show y'all how to come into town and where to go to for the knife show. Uh, just honestly, I'm surprised. I'm surprised people driving out of state just to come up here and be a part of. I'm glad you are. I really am. I'm enjoying it, but yeah, I will show you where the hotels are. We'll show you where to go as you pull into town, and we'll come in from the three different directions. So let me get this camera turned around. We'll go for a ride. All right, welcome to Junction City, Kentucky. It's a town where I grew up, which is over in that direction. But we're on 127 heading north. And if you come up out of Middle Tennessee, maybe even from the Nashville area, I know we go to Nashville, we go down 127 to Russell Springs and get on the Cumberland Parkway and drive it over. But to I-65 and go down. That's the way we go to Bowling Green too. But if you come up this way, this is the view you'll see. Junction City and Danville is just a few miles apart. And it's growed up, the little town has. And it's pretty straight. I mean, the only trouble between us going to Tennessee, which we do it quite often, we go down there in Middle Tennessee and ride around, but it's a little crooked there in between, around the Lake Cumberland area down to, well, I never forgot the name of that town. It starts with an A. Is it Albany? Albany, maybe. It's the last town on 127 before you hit Tennessee. But yeah, it's a little crooked right there, but it ain't bad. They've straightened this road out quite a bit. As you can see that water tower in the distance, that's Danville right over that little hill there. Yeah, we need to be over in this lane. So when you come to the knife show, if you come up 127 like we're going now, once you come into Danville, just keep going straight. Go straight through every stoplight. You'll go through one, two, three, just three stoplights, and the road is. I'll show you. We'll drive down through there here in a minute, but the church is right on 127 through town on the business part of it. There is a 127 bypass, but you don't want to take it. You want to go straight. As you can see, we're coming up here. We got a Cheddar's and Walmart on the right, and Cracker Barrel and Lowe's and all that on the left. There's a Chick-fil-A over there. Also on the right, we have a Drake's, McDonald's, and over by Dairy Queen. Over and behind them is where the hotels are. We're going to drive out that way first. After we get through this stoplight, it's green. As you can see there, we're coming up on the bypass, but if you just keep going straight north on the road that goes through town, our church is right over behind that big white water tower. It's not very far at all, but we'll take you out this way and I'll show you where the hotels are. Over there's a Fazoli's, Long John Silver's, Wendy's, Burger King. There's a pizza place over there in that shopping mall. Harbor Freight's over there. There is a few stores in town you can shop at. But now we're on Highway 150. And if you come up I-75, you get off at the Mount Vernon exit on Highway 150, and this is it. It'll take you through little towns of Broadhead, crab orchard, and you come into Stanford. Right over there is a Red Roof Inn back there. Up there's a Super 8. That hotel's probably the oldest one in town. You can see the sign there for Hampton Inn. And right next to it, right next to us, the Holiday Inn. And they're right there where the Buffalo Wild Wings, Cattleman Steakhouse, yeah, blurry. Yeah, the Japanese dinner in a show restaurant. Yeah, this is the road. Up there is the American Pawn Shop. I bought a few knives out of there. Let me get this thing turned back around. Danville's not. Danville's a good sized little town. It's not huge. But Danville is they call it the city of first. If you're into history, it's a good little town because it was the first capital of Kentucky. The Wilderness Trail that Daniel Boone uh, made coming out of the Cumberland Gap come to Danville. It had there's a lot of first post office, I believe, first like school for the deaf on this side of the mountains. Like I say, it was the first capital of Kentucky. Kentucky's Constitution was drafted in Danville. There's a little place called Constitution Square in town that you can go and visit. And let's do a U-turn. You can go and visit and learn all about the city of first. Like I say, now this is the way you be coming in from I-75. If you're coming up from the south up on I-75, you'll be coming into Danville here on 150. Like I say, all the hotels are over there. There is a hotel on this side of the road. I believe it's a Quality Inn right below the pawn shop. There's one more hotel. It's up on the other side of town. It's a Comfort Suites. There's a Quality Inn over there. Keep losing focus my rearview mirror. Like I say, over there's the Holiday Inn and the Hampton Inn. You just turn to this stoplight and go up to them. We got our fair share of Mexican restaurants. There ain't about 5 of them in town. If you like tacos and burritos and all that stuff, fajitas and other stuff I can't pronounce. But if you leave out of your hotels, for those that stand, you'll drive right here and we'll turn back here on 127. I'll show you where the church is. So like I say, if you're coming up from 127 south, you won't turn anywhere in town. Your only turn will be at the church. If you come in 150, you'll have to take this right turn on 127. There's a Arby's over here, a Subway, Little Caesars, Taco Bell, Giovanni's Pizza. They got a pizza buffet, which a lot of people love. Walk and Go. There is another Chinese sit-down restaurant buffet, which is pretty good. I'm not very good at judging distance. I should have marked my speedometer, but it's just from the hotels to the church, I say it can't be more than 2 or 3 miles. It's not that far. But the one thing you gotta, there's 2 one-way streets, major one-way streets in town, and it's right here on 127. We'll show you that. know if you can see it on that water tower. They got Danville City of First painted on it. A lot of history right around here. Harrisburg's north of town. It's got Fort Harrod, which was James Harrod started that settlement. Stanford is to the east of us. It's got Fort Logan. They're rebuilding it right now. A lot of history around here. If you like Daniel Boone and that era history of the Long Hunters. As you come over this hill, this road goes from a 4-lane to 2 one-way streets. So now it's getting ready to turn into 3rd Street, right past Lee's famous recipe here. And this is a one-way. And then 4th Street's over there, which our church address is off 4th Street. Get over here. But our church is right next to this property right there. That's our church building. You can enter from here, or we'll enter in the other side. I'm not sure if they got the gate closed. I didn't look. Yeah. I'll run over somebody. So like I say, these are 2 one-way streets, So if you happen to come from the west or north side of town and you go through town, you'll come this way. And right here at the sign, Danville Church of God, we can turn in here. And this building here is the building that the knife show will be in. The large building back there is our sanctuary. There's a gate right there we got across here. That'll be open that day for anybody wanting to drive through. But yeah, right there is where the knife show will be. And you'll go right in that door right there in the middle, which we'll have signs up here. But they're getting ready to have a Bible study or something other here. But this is our church right in the heart of Danville. I'm going to pause this and we'll take you around the other side of town for those that might come in from the north or west. Alright, we're coming up on the northwest part of town. I am currently on the bypass of 127 and 150. And if you come down from north on 127, or if you come from the west, from the Bardstown, Louisville, E-Town, if you get off 65 or you come from that area and head east on 150, this is where you'll come into Danville at. You'll meet right here at this light. And right over across the road and a little bit over there is that Quality Inn that's on this side of town. Our Comfort Suites, that's right. But you can either go around the bypass and go in the way we showed you, or you can turn here and you'll be heading on 150 east into Danville. You'll go by the Bull County School campus, where I got what education I got. I'll just say where I stayed in trouble a lot. I think a few of those grades, they just moved me on so they could get me out of there. Anyway, this is 150 east heading into town. A large Methodist church there. There's a big city park back in there called Millennium Park. That That building straight ahead, it's Burtman Feed Store now, but it used to be the RC Cola bottling plant. That's where my grandpa worked. That's where they used to bottle all the RC pop in here. Of course, my grandparents lived this way, over behind that church back in there. That's where my mom grew up. This is what we call the viaduct. This little bridge goes across the railroad. It's the Norfolk Southern Railroad over there. It's the big yard, switch yard, whatever they call it. As you can see, we're joining back up with Highway 127. And if you do come this way, just go straight. We're going past Center College campus. It is a large college, and I believe it's the first college on this side of the Appalachian Mountains. That's another reason they call it the city of First. But it's a pretty good sized college now. An expensive college too. We're coming up on Main Street in Danville. It's not a bad drive through here. Sometimes it gets a little busy, but overall it's not bad. Traffic flows through town pretty good. So if you come this way, you come up on this stoplight here. We're getting ready to turn right back onto 4th Street. Oh, there's the county courthouse. Green light. And we're back on 4th Street. Just a little further up than where we turned just a while ago, as y'all just seen. But we'll drive down through. It's not far and show you where to turn again. There's the hospital to our left. Big old building over there. That's where I was born 50 some odd years ago. All these houses down through here has been bought out. Most of them are now lawyers' offices, doctors' offices, some kind of office. That building right here used to be the laundromat. That's where we come and washed our clothes when I was a kid before we finally got a washer and dryer. Like I say, right past this box truck here is the church. Right there's where you turn. I'll have some signs there on both sides, but that's where the knife show will be held. So thought I'd give y'all a little video of Danville and let y'all see how it is, and that way you can drive around it pretty easy and not have any trouble finding anything. Appreciate y'all watching. Guess I'll take Miss Donna and get her some ice cream, and yeah, we hope to see you at the knife show July 19th, 9 a.m., 4 p.m. that afternoon. Thank y'all. God bless you.